Hello there, friend. Welcome to Start Early Today, your daily dose of mindfulness and positivity. May you be soothed. May you be in peace. May you be quiet. May we be in solitude. May we be determined and intentional in finding and becoming this quietness, and to know that all is one. That's the first law of the universe, the law of divine oneness. Acknowledge that you are happy and that you're grateful, and cultivate that ideal vision in your head. Project images and visions of the self wanted. So have you been running hither and thither, running around with the same stories and the same problems? Most shifts and most breakthroughs happen internally. It's just the way we see things. And just to sit still and ask, how are we perceiving things around us, and how we are reacting by automatically believing stories of limiting beliefs. We can easily shift and discern and choose the right path. So what's the path have you been walking recently? You can look at it as a whole, this past year, this past 90 days, this past month. What kind of being are you building? And we build it through intentionality and choice and decisions. And first of all, you need to cut out what's non-essential. And this is the whole campaign, or the whole message of Make Pure Thy Heart. Purity is to will one thing, the purity of what you are, to identify the truth of what you are, which is immortal, infinite, and universal. So you can cultivate the skill of stopping, pausing, and being still, and totally relaxing the body. Relax your eyebrows, relax your tongue, relax your eye sockets, and straighten and lengthen your spine. And just look at the things around you, inside you, have been and will be. And tune into the self that is unbothered and that has been there all throughout circumstances, good and bad. You can also look at your attachments to what is good and what is bad. What are the things that you are resenting, holding grudge on? Are you seeing yourself clearly? Are you a clear vessel of the divine for graciousness to spread and emanate and radiate? May you be an instrument for good. And if you are equipped with the truth, and you meet everything with understanding rather than being always wanting to be understood, you'll live a peaceful life, and that is true wealth right there. And to exist from it, not towards it. Are you chasing a specific scenario? Well, turn within, drop within, turn yourself into the present, and observe the wellness and the correctness and the perfection of each moment as you breathe. For each and every moment is unique and full of awe and full of magic if you just pay attention. And that's the price we can invest in. Paying attention. Pay attention to your loved ones. Not necessarily wielding and yielding and lording over them, nor condemning, nor judging. Let that all go. You just watch them with a discerning smile, a compassionate acceptance. Just as the tree provides shade, and just as your grandmother loved you and your dog loves you, always return back to this unconditionality. Happiness is unconditional. If you put conditions on it, well, you're working on a flawed program, my friend. You'll never get it. If you look at it, if you look for it outside of you, if you look for it in some time in the future, you'll never have it. But look to your present, look at what you have, friendships, sweet feelings, memories, all the things that you have achieved, and celebrate those wins. And you know that you're doing what you can. You're learning, you're trying your best, and you're forgiven. That's a big thing too. Forgive yourself and others. It's just the golden rule. Do unto others what you want to be done unto you, or do to yourself. And as you do yourself good, you shall perceive everything as part of yourself. You're sorry for people, but you don't need to save them. You can watch them learn on their own. You can provide a helping hand if it's asked. But to each their own journey. You should honor each and every person's journey, because everything is different. We try to make everything similar to us. Humans have this nature of thinking that you know what's best, and therefore you think you know what's best for the other. But what's best for the other is to let them be. Let them be. Let them be. Just tend to your own dreams, tend to your own peace, mind your own business, and make your business that which provides value and inspiration to others, and energy shall work like osmosis without any imposition or coercion and direction. It'll just happen naturally. Rolling with the Tao. Roll with nature, roll with it. And to open up to new experiences, connect to people. When you connect to people, you expand your beingness. You see yourself in the other, therefore you increase your understanding of the world. And we're only here for a short time. Can be long, can be short, depends on how you look at it. But it is always in the eternal now. In your breath, you hold eternity. You hold all the abundance right here. So be one of fortitude, be one of bravery, courage. know what is true in your heart and go for it. I'm here to inspire you. I'm here to listen. Go to startearlytoday.com, and if you found value, your support helps, feel free to share this podcast and spread the good word of goodness, of mindfulness, of grace, of rejoicing, of joy. Sometimes we think we're alone, and it is only because we're not paying attention. If you pay true attention to the present moment, you'll see a symphony and an orchestrated, grand, beating music of all tones and colors. All tones and colors whirling and swirling in perfect pattern, in perfect symmetry, growing, disintegrating and rebirthing as you breathe. The miracle of the cell. Meditate on the miracle of your life. Imagine, what were you when you were in the cosmos? Do you think it's your first time being human? What are you here to solve? What are you here to help? So in our past post, we discussed not being afraid of anything. And fear holds us back. It keeps us paralyzed. It really helps to identify what you are afraid of. And it's just the weakness and the stubbornness of the ego sometimes. It wants to protect. It wants to prove something. It wants to hide something. And if you just get real and to not take anything personally and to just go out in life in wholeheartedness in everything that you do, and before you do anything, go to being first, and out of that being, you'll just flow. So you just be. You're not thinking about things too much. You just flow. You just be it. And you declare this beingness by affirmations. Affirming that I am the best that I can be. And today I believe that everything happens for a reason and everything works for the highest good of all. And I'm a willing and open participant of each and every hour of this day. And I decree this. I decree that I own my power and I own my peace, and nothing that is outside of my control shall disturb my peace. Owning your own power, owning your own greatness, your sovereignty, because you are royalty. To become human is to become full potentiality, turning into manifestation. To turn your dreams into hard fact reality, cash on hand, check signed, deals closed, muscles formed, house built, bills cleared, workout finished, projects sold, projects loved by market. You see? And to really identify your destiny, you just gotta keep on undergoing experimentations and trial and error. Become a scientist. You can become an archaeologist of the things that interest you. And you'll see some things that work, you'll see some things that don't work, and you'll continue to polish and refine your practice. The human practice And through these choices, through the choices of projects you engage in, through the choices of people you want to mingle with and connect with and do collaborations with, that is the birth and the closing of the gap of your future self and your present self. And it never ends. The future self will have another future self. And that's why it's very helpful to cultivate a seeming impossible goal. Because if you keep on doing what's been done yesterday, you'll end up having the same results. What got you here won't get you there. Meaning, you gotta be creative, my friend. If those practices don't work, if they do not push the needle, if you're not happy with the results, make a shift. Maybe try another approach. Maybe try eating healthy this time around. Maybe order a salad. Maybe get blueberries. Maybe increase your push-ups. Maybe you'll tend to your obligations more promptly. Maybe you'll really sit down and do what you think is needed and bang out those tasks. Maybe you'll learn how to use these new technologies. Maybe you'll listen to a teacher. Because when we listen to teachers and we read books, we do not read the mind of the author. You uncover and untap your own mind that formerly could not articulate such concepts, and you're using the words of other people to untap what's in your brain already, because nobody can tell you what you're attracted to. The mere fact that you picked up a certain topic or a certain concept, that is the spirit within you yearning to become more identified. So the point that I'm driving at is self-awareness and self-discovery is a lifelong pursuit. And kings have written their lessons. Great moguls and entrepreneurs, their biographies are out there. If that's your game, go for it. The market is the market. The market is the people. And if you help the people, if you bring them joy, there's no limit to what you can charge them. And to become crafty in one's craft, that your uniqueness and quirks are celebrated and it is needed. So what skill are you wanting to be? Are you desiring to sharpen? And what do you think is your role in this world? A very well put together being, is that you? And how does it play in the tapestry of life, in the tapestry of the world? How are you interweaved? How are you contributing? That's a very great source of joy, to help, to become present, to make people feel they are loved. And if you cannot do grand things, start with small things. Start with your countertop. Start with taking out the trash without complaining inside your mind and heart. Taking out the trash with no war in the heart. Washing the dishes with no complexities in the head. That all is joy. That all is a gift. And each and every moment is an opportunity for optimal joy. And we can practice this joy. We can stay pure in our thoughts and in our feelings. And it starts with how you feel and how you think and how you perceive the world. And this can be intended purity. So may you be pure. That's it for today. Thanks for chilling. And enjoy the rain, enjoy your hot chocolate. Namaste.